Now let's get into the big story of the day so far. Southwest canceled more than 2,000 weekend flights, and the disruptions are continuing. And this is a story from today. It's been updated after I covered it this morning. But I also did something interesting. There was a post on patriots.win, which is the big Donald Trump forum, and someone there said they were a pilot, and they were like, Tim Pool, I know you browse here. You better get in touch with me. And then I was like, okay. So I did a little digging, found the person's information. Turns out it wasn't actually the person who was posting. I'll leave out a lot of details, but it was someone related to a pilot with Southwest who was relaying basically their story. And what I was told was, there's no strike. There's no sick out. It's worse. It is part of what we've been seeing with the labor shortages across the board. When you push people too hard, eventually they reach their limit. So the vaccine mandates, for instance, was a huge smack in the face to a lot of these pilots who are already pushing their maximum hours. I'm being told that, back in August, some of these people were already told by the FAA, due to what they said, federal aviation regulations, they couldn't fly. You fly too much. They're being spread too thin. And we saw the same thing happen earlier with Spirit Airlines. So we're seeing this across the board in almost every industry with labor shortages. You add on top of the fact that people are being spread too thin, a vaccine mandate. This is just bad policy across the board. But I know you, Tom, you were talking about having gotten a message from someone or having more insight on this.
Yeah. So what happened was that Colin is friends here with a number of Southwest pilots, and also in my family, I've got a pilot and an air traffic controller. And what happened was he got a text from one of his pilot buddies saying like, "Hey, there's a walkout," or when they say walkout, it's not a literal walkout. It's folks calling in sick at air traffic controllers in Jacksonville. Calls stop like 650 flights, more to follow. Just wait, the pilots are about to step in too, and it's just getting started. Spread the word. So then Colin says, "Well, I know Tom's got a lot of followers on Twitter, for a non-public figure, and Tom knows people who have an awful lot of followers on Twitter." And he says, "You want to put it out?" I said, "You want to put it out?" Says Dave, said, "Go for it." So I did, and I was actually in the air. I was on the plane on the way out here from California, and I immediately Cerno retweets, and then I sent it out to our mutual friend Jack Posobiec, Kurt Schlichter, all those guys, and it goes super viral. I think we're like almost 6 million views now. It's insane, and turns out like we broke the story. We scooped everybody else, which sounds crazy. And then of course
it seemed crazy to us at first because there was nothing about it anywhere. We were searching. And...
Yeah, he tells me about it. Like, I'm not seeing anything about that. Do you know anything? I didn't see anything in the media. And so then it goes big, and next thing you know, I'm in the plane the entire way, and it's just I'm getting DMs. We're getting hit up by people, and then next thing you know, we hear about more, and then more, and then I got a DM from somebody that says, "Hey, Tucker Carlson would like to talk to you. And here's a number." I'm like, "How do I know? Is it a non-account?" I'm like, "How do I know?" And says, and he says he will talk to you on the phone. So I'm like, "Okay, sure." So I send like a, probing text like, "Hello," and then get a phone call and, "Hello." Like, "Hi, Tom, this is Tucker Carlson." I'm like, "Holy crap." "Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Yeah." And so it was great. So we talked for about 20 minutes, and then I referred him to a few of our friends who are pilots who spoke to, and also spoke to the air traffic control in my family. She is unvaccinated and is planning on, losing her job.
Wow.
Yeah. And so they're making plans and all that. And then everyone else,
is that like, 1,000 people out of 50,000?
I think
or is it
6,000 number is that for controllers? That's the number I was given.
Yeah, 6,000 controllers were going to refuse vaccination.
That's what they're looking to lose. That's what I was given. That's what. And you know who you are. You're watching. If you want to text me and correct me, go right ahead.
But you know the total number of air traffic controllers?
I don't know. I can actually find out. I just phoned a friend. So
yeah.
So, but that friend of the family, she's watching. So you go ahead and text me.
I mean, considering we're already dealing with labor shortages and problems with flights as it is, 6,000 is no small number.
Yeah.